I'm pleased to join my colleagues on the floor today to support this crucial legislation to reauthorize the Violence Against Women Act. It provides essential services to women and families across the United States, and I have seen it in my home state of New Hampshire, where one program that I want to talk about funds services training officers and prosecution. It's called STOP, and it provides law enforcement the tools they need to combat domestic violence. This was a life-saving service for a woman from New Hampshire named Kathy, who was in an abusive relationship for 6 years. Kathy was being abused as often as twice a week, frequently leaving her with black eyes and bruises, and once her partner Mark threw her down the stairs. Things worsened after the couple had their house foreclosed on, and one day Mark grabbed Kathy by the throat, lifted her up off the floor, and dropped her and began punching her again and again in front of their 3-year-old child. This was the last straw. Kathy finally mustered the courage to contact a friend who helped her call the local police. Kathy obtained a temporary domestic violence restraining order, and Mark was charged with assault. But as is often the case, criminal and civil procedures overwhelmed and frustrated Kathy, so at times she even considered dropping the whole thing. But fortunately, funding from the Violence Against Women Act made it possible for Kathy to have an attorney who could help her, and thanks to this assistance from STOP, from the Violence Against Women Act, Kathy was able to obtain sole custody of her children as well as support payments, and she was ultimately able to make a fresh start free from abuse. This body should not be divided on this issue. I'm so pleased to have Senator Murkowski join us on the floor today to point out that this is a bipartisan issue.
Time has expired.
And I would like to submit my entire statement for the record and urge my colleagues to support this reauthorization.
Without objection.
Thank you, Madam President.